Hello everyone and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer. Before I jump into the video today, quickly help me out, hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. We're going to be keeping you up to date throughout the January transfer window. And on to the video today. Well, the transfer window is open tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow the business starts, and that means the transfer rumours are coming in thick and fast. And the player I'm going to speak about today, Renato Sanches, he's been recently linked to Wolves and Arsenal. So it appears that we might have our first transfer battle of the window, with both clubs rumoured to be interested. Now, this is an interesting one with Sanches. He was linked to both clubs in the summer, and eventually an injury perhaps prevented him from moving in the summer. Lille apparently need the cash there, like many clubs after the COVID outbreak, despite being in the Champions League. They're in a position, like French clubs in general, where they do need to sell. And what a player they've got on their hands in Renato Sanches. Transfermarket.com has him valued at 27 million. Apparently, he could be available for around the £25 million mark, which on paper looks like a great steal. Of course, Arsenal, Wolves, both interested. Both teams that need a midfielder, it has to be said. And, you know, looking into it a bit further, it's an interesting one. Everyone will remember him from Swansea. But, of course, since then, Bayern Munich weren't really a success for him. But moving to Lille, he has done really well in that central midfield position. Just an all-round great midfielder. And I'm sure Arsenal fans might be a little hesitant about signing someone from the French league. Of course, your record signing came from the French league and he's had somewhat limited success at Arsenal. Well, of course, another little thing about Renato Sanches that might be a bit of worry for both fans, to be honest, is, of course, his injury record. Obviously, the injury in the summer, which potentially ruined his potential transfer move, that kept him out for 9 games this season. The season before, he actually was out for 11 league games as well. And interestingly, he's had a repeating hamstring injury, which has come up about 5 or 6 times now throughout his career. The first time starting when he was with Swansea. Of course, that wasn't a great success, only making 15 appearances there. It's going to be an interesting one. Of course, he came to the Premier League as such a young player, you know, and didn't really suit the style of the Premier League. But since then, he's gone away. He's adapted himself. I'm sure that, well, he has obviously also bulked up a bit. He'll be stronger within the game. And if he can, you know, bring the same kind of performances that he's had in the French league, then it would be fantastic news for whoever did sign him. Now, talking about who could get him, of course, Wolves have been linked, and so also Arsenal. There was a rumour that Wolves had a gentleman's agreement with Lille about this going into the January transfer window. That was a little rumour that came around towards the end of the last transfer window, but it hasn't really materialised. And seeing Sanches speak about the clubs he was linked to in the summer, I must admit Wolves' name did not come to it. So I don't know how much truth there was in that. And ask Harry Kane about gentlemen's agreements, and I'm sure he'll tell you not to believe in them and not to follow them as something that would happen. Of course, with Arsenal, they are looking for perhaps a creative midfielder, a midfielder that's got legs and really going to drive that midfield, both in a defensive attitude and also contribute further to the attack. Arsenal's are looking really promising at the moment, currently 4th in the table. And the way they're going, they could even be challenging 3rd and 2nd, with both, you know, the likes of Liverpool and Chelsea are both dropping points. So it'd be an interesting one to see what would happen if Arsenal's interest is, you know, well, not real, but how material, how desperate are they to wanting to get him? And let's talk about Wolves. They are absolutely desperate for a centre midfielder. The three midfielders, senior midfielders in the squad, Dendoncker, Neves and Moutinho. And of course, Moutinho is getting that bit older. You wonder with the fixture congestion how available he's going to be. And from a personal perspective, Wolverhampton Wanderers being my club, you have to wonder how for me personally, I don't feel Dendoncker is at a Premier League level. So Wolves are really going to be desperate for a centre mid. And I'm sure if they could bring in Renato Sanches, this would be a massive, massive deal. So let's see how this one materializes. Let me know if you'd be interested in him. Do you think the deal will go through for either club? And also make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully we shall see you on the next video. Goodbye.